And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It is a Thursday. It's the 18th?
18th of July.
18th of July, and we are cracking it today, boys and girls.
Yep, we are.
Friends and foes.
We've been at it.
We've been at it. We've already done a show.
The pre-show was a show in itself.
Oh my gosh, was it ever?
It was only a 30-minute show, though, people.
That's a pay-per-view.
No doubt.
Just the chaos that happens at around the table before we get around the table.
Exactly. It's all in good fun, right?
So, yeah, it's always a good. How are you doing this morning, Ann?
Just fine, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Good.
I'm doing excellent.
Good.
It was a little chilly this morning.
I was telling Dan I went outside to chore in my shorts and regretted that real quickly because it was quite chilly.
Did your knees get wobbly?
No, I just was cold. Chill bumps.
Did you get a goosebump on
I did get goosebumps.
On your knee? Did you get any goosebumps?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I got goosebumps on my knee.
All right.
Yeah. I also have a pop knot on my knee from hitting the table. So I'm just like sporting some good stuff there.
Yeah, I was in the restroom this morning getting ready, and Kelly comes in and goes, "What's those two lines on your shoulder?" And I had a line. I had a line here and a line there, like a pin mark.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
You don't recall them being there when you went to bed?
No. I mean, I wore one shirt. I'd put it on, wore it all day, took it off, went.
Mark of the beast.
Mark of the beast. Oh, is that what it is?
That's not really something to joke about,
I don't
know.
The last thing I remember laying in bed was having a dream, and I can't remember if it was really if it was a dream or reality, but there was a bright light that happened over the bed, and I was lifted up through the roof into a UFO.
Are you being serious about this dream, or is this BS, people?
And they were doing something to my shoulders, and I think they had a Sharpie. And I guess that's what that was. It was two lines. I don't know. Maybe I have an insert in my body now somewhere.
You talk about me and my chaos, and listen to you with your creative imagination.
Yeah, I have comedy associated with my.
Yes, you do. But sometimes I have to think. You've told me you dream, so sometimes I'm not really sure if you're really dreaming or if you're just making this crap up.
I have some weird dreams. I will tell you that. I do have some weird dreams. I had somebody in my dream the other night that came up to me and he said, "Well, you look awful plain."
Really?
And he meant my body. I guess it wasn't.
And
I looked down, and it was just kind of plain. It was just kind of no shape or anything. It was just like a rounded off rectangle body.
Is this what is this? Is this BS again?
No.
Oh, okay,
I did have that dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to trust you or not anymore.
Well, you've trusted me this far.
Thus far, and we're still here to talk about it. So there you go.
Oh, let's see. So, have you been watching the convention?
Oh, I'm at rehearsal.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, it's.
Okay.
Everybody's saying how this is one of the best ones ever, and there's a lot of feeling and going on there, and so,
maybe that's in lieu of what transpired.
I would think so.
I would think that would bring you.
Attempt.
Yeah.
But it's. I've been watching it. I mean, I've never really watched a convention before, and don't really care. I mean, I'm sure it's just a big get together and grouping and having fun and
a bunch of rallies
all
and
one
speeches
night. And
or however many nights it goes. How many nights does it go?
Tonight is the last night of it.
Okay.
But Kelly and I've been. It's just interesting. It's very interesting to watch. Yeah. So we've been doing that.
Yeah.
And tonight's the last night. I think Trump's supposed to speech. He's going to give a speech at the very end of it.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well,
anyway.
If you're not watching that, and then the Democratic National Convention is later on this year, but I don't know the date.
I don't know the date, and you hear people wanting to get Biden to get out of it. Now he's got COVID now.
Right.
Yeah, it's a medical thing.
You know, and that's I mean,
That's
he's
hard on an older guy.
Yes, and he's kind of frail anyway.
Yeah,
So
he's getting frail.
He's starting to be a little more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just hope that he does. That he comes to it without any problems.
He went out to the Air Force One and walked up the steps very slowly, and you could tell he's feeling the effects of the COVID. So hopefully he'll get some medicine or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm sure they are treating him really quickly, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like during COVID, you couldn't get the drugs that they give now.
Right, but
and don't jump on them because they might cause a worse problem. Yeah, I'm not even going to go there.
But they did have some pharmaceutical people, and I think some experts at a judicial, hearing or whatever, and they were saying that the COVID vaccine really doesn't do anything. It doesn't help.
Well,
it doesn't stop it. Doesn't So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up in the air.
Excuse me. Yes, it is.
Anyway, all of this will be over. All of this will be over with.
Excuse me.
November 5th.
Right.
We'll vote. We'll find out.
And then we'll move on from there. Whatever whatever. Yeah.
Talking about moving on. You want to talk about weather?
Yes, but I'm going to give a shout out.
Okay.
I'm going to give a shout out to Shannon and Christy Hilliard, who are celebrating their 38th anniversary today. Happy anniversary. Okay. Proceed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had a little note and said, would you please give a shout out? And I said, yes, I will. I mean, I didn't say anything, but there it is.
So are we doing shout outs now?
Dan, can we just do the weather?
We can. I just wondered. If you want to do a shout out, we can do a little promo jingle.
Uh-huh.
Little 5-second promo jingle. We can.
Would you want to add that to the show?
We could if you wanted to. We could. What kind of shout outs would we want? Anniversaries?
Yep.
Birthdays? Bar mitzvahs?
No, we're going with birthdays and maybe anniversaries, but I'm done. Would you go back? Would you go to the weather, please?
Yeah, it's going to be sunny today, high near 83 tonight, low 59. That's about all I got for that. What about Friday?
Sunny with a high of 82. Then Friday night, mostly clear, low of 58. Saturday's 84. Saturday night, 63. And Sunday starts it's like 20% chance of rain every day from wherever we are, Sunday to Wednesday at this point. It looks like Monday night may have a 50% chance.
Look at the highs.
They're in the 80s.
I know.
And 60s at night.
That's some great. Can you go on the lake in the 80s? Is it?
You can if the
chilly.
The ride back is a little bit chilly.
No, okay.
I'm just gonna say.
So you're wet.
If you're wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, you can go certainly.
Okay. But looks like from what we see here that the rest of the week, this week, and then into the middle of next week we're going to have precipitation probabilities every single day.
You know, it's always a crapshoot.
It's always a crapshoot.
Yep.
All right. You want to ponder?
Let's ponder something.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay. If possible, would you change your personality?
No.
Same.
Mine's broke. No way to
Yours
fix it.
Yours is demented.
Demented?
No, it's not. Sometimes demented things come out here. No.
If possible, would you change your personality? And what would you change it to? I mean,
are we talking as a whole? Or are we talking little pieces of it?
Are there certain parts of your personality that you say, I'd like to improve on that one?
Probably my mouth.
And how would you do
Sometimes my language. I might clean up my language a bit.
Does that bother you?
It may bother other people.
It doesn't bother you when you're alone, does it?
Not at all.
Yeah, see.
That's why I say it may bother other people.
Yeah. Well.
But you know what? It is what it is. And I'm kind of at the age now where I'm comfortable in my own skin. Finally.
That take a great mission to get there?
Evidently it did. It's taken, I mean, it wasn't just like this year that happened, but it's been coming. Yeah. And this year was just an epiphany of that. And here I am.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Get to the point where you say, wow, here I am. I like it.
Well, I kind of do.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's good.
What about you, Dan?
I don't know. I could always improve my personality. Sometimes I'm I think sometimes I'm outgoing and sometimes I'm not. Be nice.
Is that bad?
No, no. But there's times when I probably need to pick it up a little bit and say, I need to do this or do that. But then you say, well, I'll do it tomorrow.
You're a procrastinator.
On some things, yeah. I am a procrastinator on some things.
Stuff you don't want to do.
I hate the monthly bill cycle. I hate to pay bills. Oh my gosh. It doesn't take me 15 minutes to do bills, but I hate it.
See, I'm a freak. I do it as they come in.
Ooh.
I do. And at the first of the months when I take care of everything that happens that month, if it's something I have to do on my part.
People are different.
But yeah. But I'm a task. I need to get a task completed, check it off, and be able to put it out of my mind. I don't want it hanging over me because I'll forget. Or, and that's when accidents happen for me.
Maybe that's my problem.
So I have to do, I have a little routine.
Okay. Anyway. I know you're pretty, what's the word?
Anal?
Yeah, you're pretty anal about getting things done.
I am.
You've asked me to do some things, and then before I know it.
Is it done?
Yeah. So that's why I just kind of kick back. That's why I said I just kind of should do that, but I just kind of lay back and let other people do it.
Okay. Well, and now I know the truth. Now I know why. I'm just gonna sit on my butt and see what happens.
There you go. Well, you've asked me. You've said, "Hey, we need some guests," and will I get those guests?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So go to our Facebook page, and there should be a nice, colorful graphic there that says, "If possible, would you change your personality?"
It's a pretty green one today.
Oh, it's green.
It's green, but it's up. We hope that you will take time to respond and let us know. Yep. I don't know who you're waving at.
I'm waving at our guests.
Oh, cool.
And they're just kind of like, what do we do? And I said, well, you give me 5 minutes and we'll come out there and,
Yeah.
grill you. We're going to grill some guests a little bit later on. You want to tell people who we have?
BreAnne Smith is all I know. I don't know the other name, but it's Buffalo River Coffee.
Yeah, and they're in the Commerce Mall. We're kind of featuring the Commerce Mall this week.
Yep. Till tomorrow. And then
it's kind of a unique business model that they've got down there. It's one big building with several businesses on the inside, and you can go and meander through the hallways and see people and shop and do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, go to our Facebook page. We want to know what you think about our topic to ponder, which is, if possible, would you change your personality?
There you go.
Okay. This is the portion of the show where we like to learn about history.
So, let's go.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
I'm only assuming that he was unable to stop the vehicle during the hours of darkness, I believe, and as a result went off the end of the side of the bridge. The car overturned in the air, evidently, because it was found on its back in the water.
Senator Edward Kennedy drove his car off a bridge on Chappaquiddick Island in Massachusetts. A young woman passenger in the car, Mary Jo Kopechne, was killed. The next day, Edgartown, Massachusetts Police Chief Dominic Arena described what he believed happened when Kennedy reached the bridge.
You know, if that happened in today's social media, there'd
be video every
There'd be video of several different angles of the car going off into the,
Yeah.
And I don't think it would have turned out the way it would have turned out differently.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you think he's still alive?
Huh?
Do you think he's still alive?
Who, Kennedy?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the girl died.
No. Yes. Okay.
I think he probably would have been accused of
murder.
Her murder, yeah. I think so.
This morning I entered a plea of guilty to the charge of leaving the scene of an accident.
Oh.
And that's why. I mean, they've made it very minuscule, the charge, to save him, I guess. And that was another part of that. Kennedy left the scene of the accident and did not call authorities until after Kopechne's body was discovered the following day. He later made this statement. He should have,
He was sentenced to 2 months in jail.
Yeah.
And it was suspended. Yeah.
Suspended.
His first words were, "Everybody get down on the floor or I'll kill somebody." And he At that time, they all complied and did what they were told. He killed them anyway. And he killed them anyway.
A gunman walked into McDonald's in Isidro, California, and killed 21 people before police shot him dead. Police Lieutenant Paul Esbarando reconstructed the massacre. Yep, I remember that.
We have 18 to 19 billion dollars in debt and no funding mechanism for it. So this is a question of necessity.
This was back 11 years ago, back in 2013. Once the very symbol of American industrial might, Detroit became the biggest U.S. city to file for bankruptcy. Its finances were ravaged and its neighbors hollowed out by a long, slow decline in population of the audio manufacturing business. Emergency financial advisor Kevin Orr defended the decision.
You work hard for what you want in life, that your word is your bond.
You work hard for what you want in life, that your word is your bond.
Future First Lady Melania Trump delivered a speech at the Republican National Convention that, in part, sounded very much like Michelle Obama's convention speech 8 years earlier.
Okay.
I bet she didn't go check. You know what I mean?
She may not. And where'd that quote come from? Was it
I don't know if that's
quote, or was
right.
it?
Right.
This is a birthday cut. Martha Reeves was born on this day in 1941, 83 today.
Wow.
Along with her group, the Vandells. She had a string of hits in the 1960s that helped define the Motown sound. I had some 45s.
Is it Vandells or Vandellas?
Oh, I'm sorry. Vandellas, you may be right.
I don't know.
Vandellas. Let's just go with that. Among those hits were Love is Like a Heat Wave.
I have dreamt of this moment since I was a kid. Honestly, nothing could prepare you for the view of Earth from space. I mean, the whole thing, it was just magical.
Business mogul Richard Branson was born this day in 1950. He's 74. He launched himself into space aboard his own winged rocket ship. How nice to be so rich that you can just build your own spaceship.
Let's just build a ship today.
A ship, and let's go to the moon.
Let's spend $4 million on it. Yeah, it's throwaway money.
Yeah.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Yeah. Actor Vin Diesel was born on this day in 1967. He is 57 years old today. He is famous for his action roles in The Fast and Furious, The Furious and the Fastest, and The Faster and Faster. All of them.
I don't know how many there are anymore.
I think there's 5 or 6.
Yeah. Rapper MIA was born this day in 1975, 49 years ago. She is most known for her song Paper Planes, which was featured in the movie Slumdog Millionaire. And have you ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It's okay. Yeah. It was an independent film, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm somewhere in that zone, 'cause for the first time in forever, I won't be alone.
Actress Kristen Bell was born on this day in 1980, 44 years ago. She also played Veronica in the drama series Veronica Mars, and Eleanor Stillstrop in the comedy series The Good Place. She also provided the voice for Princess Anna in the Disney smash hit Frozen, and here she is singing for the first time in Forever.
I'm always amazed that people have only known through either TV or movies, film, that the musical theater that they have. Like her. I would never have expected her to be able to sing like that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it's always a nice surprise.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're going to take a break. Before we do, we need to kind of mention our sponsor
Yes,
for,
we do, for the show.
Around the Table. It is Paradise Cream, and if you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for an ice cream. Excuse me, let me back up. For a homemade ice cream experience. They have over 20 flavors, including non-dairy, vegan flavors that are always homemade and delicious. Located on North Main Street next to Merchandise Outlet, you're on your way to paradise.
There you go.
So let's take a quick break, and we're going to talk coffee, are we not?
We are. I'd like to have some right now.
We're going to talk coffee.
I don't believe they brought any. I'm a little sad.
Yeah. I'm just about to fade away, so
I know.
I need to pick me up.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table. We have some coffee aficionados here in the studio with us. We have BreAnne and Jake. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Doing very excellent.
Now, did you have your caffeine boost this morning?
Yes, we have. Twice.
It's a twofer.
I always like to talk to people that have a certain product. Do they use their product?
Absolutely.
So
yeah, tell us. Go ahead.
Yeah, tell us about. I want to know about Buffalo River Coffee, and then I want to know why. What your story. I want your story.
So Buffalo River Coffee, we decided to start this coffee shop because while Harrison has a lot of drive-through coffee shops, which is great for grab and go, we wanted somewhere where you could just come in, relax, talk to us about your favorite drinks, just kind of tell what's what and what you like, and we do hot drinks, cold drinks, frappuccinos, iced coffee, so anything you could think of. We also do smoothies, and what else do we do?
We do some Red Bull infusions and
Red Bull infusions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're
Italian
not
sodas.
Yeah, tell us about the Red. I want to know more because I've heard of that, but I don't really know what.
Because a lot of people, they like the smell of coffee, but they might not like the taste, and they still want to get that caffeine fix. So basically, we have all the flavors to choose from, and then we mix it with the Red Bull, and we put it over ice.
And you have a Red Bull infusion right there.
Yeah.
That'll get you kick-started, I bet.
And we also blend them as, they kind of taste like Slurpees. Is the
Oh,
best. Yeah.
You're very
Slurpee with a kick.
accommodating.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, are you like what do you call them? Baristas? Baristas, where they put the little leaves and stuff on the.
Oh, the latte art.
Yeah, the latte art.
I will admit I'm not good at latte art.
We haven't mastered the latte art yet, but
yeah, it's not that important, but
no,
it just seems like that goes along with it. But you have the steamers and all the equipment necessary to. What do you call those?
Like the what would you call that?
You have the steam wand is what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the steam wand. Yeah,
the machine that steams the milk, and then every cup it uses fresh beans. So every single time we grind the beans fresh for every cup of coffee.
Speaking of beans, do you do your own? Do you roast your own?
Do not roast at this time, but we have thought about it.
That would be like monumental. I'm just saying. Okay.
So yeah. Go
well,
ahead.
so where do you can we ask where you source your coffee from?
So we've tried a couple different blends. Pablo's Pride, which is a Guatemalan blend, which is a dark roast. We've also tried Community Blend Coffee. Any other ones that I'm missing?
Was the Tallgrass?
Oh, Tallgrass.
Yeah, Tallgrass.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Caffeine hasn't kicked in.
Okay. Okay. And
now you said you do iced coffee too, and what do you do with that? I mean, what do you put? Like my favorite is one with caramel in it.
Okay, so like you would probably want to do like an iced caramel latte.
Yeah.
Or an iced caramel macchiato.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'll do both of those.
So we can make that definitely.
Can you mix them together? I mean, do you specialize? Can somebody come in and say, I want a caramel macchiato with a little bit of cinnamon and
oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Or even if you're like, hey, make me something that tastes like a chocolate-covered cherry. We'll mix chocolate and cherry.
So you specialize.
Yeah, we do kind of like secret menu type stuff, or like, what are you in the mood for? Like, we'll make you something that tastes like what you're in the mood for.
Now, do you have like your own special mix that you have on the menu, like something you concocted?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what would that be?
So, like our little like secret and our biggest seller, it's called an Andes Mint Mocha Frappuccino, and it tastes just like an Andes Mint.
Andes Mint.
And you can drink it, and it's smooth, and it's creamy, and it's delicious.
Oh, I bet that is good.
It's our biggest seller.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Do you have just plain espresso? Is that an option?
Oh, yeah.
So you can come in and get an extra shot of espresso in a drink. Okay. You're just.
And some people, they'll do the little cup
Custom.
of espresso.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big jolt.
Well, I guess we just have to go in and find out. That's what we have to do.
So you're more like a community coffee.
Yeah.
Where you come, sit down, relax. You have Wi-Fi, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. It's like yeah, I like that.
We're also starting to expand like our brewing options. Like we just started with a siphon brew, which I don't know how it works. He knows a little bit more about that. We want to like do French press too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm totally
perfect it
lost.
first.
I'm lost at what a
Yeah, I don't know
French
what
brew and a
No,
press
I know
is.
what French. I know how to make French press coffee
French
out
press
of a
is-
little one,
yeah.
but
I was gonna say, stay tuned because we will upload a video on how siphon brew works.
oh, cool.
So you'll get to learn a little bit.
And
about
how
that.
would people watch that?
Facebook?
And it would be Buffalo River Coffee,
Correct.
as the name on the Facebook page. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Wow.
So tell me a little bit about the press. You mentioned it. I have no idea what you're talking about. How
well,
do you make
can.
French
Go-
press?
Well, you put coffee in a certain device, and it's a French press coffee deal, and then you pour the water in, and it's just beans is what ground, excuse me, is what we used.
Yeah.
It's like when you don't have electricity, you could do this over,
okay.
I mean, that's where the idea first came in my mind to even get one.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't have to have the power to brew it.
Is the taste different?
It is, but I don't know if that was the coffee itself.
Or is there a different process to make it taste different?
To me, it tastes different, and I actually have fond memories because it's something you do when you're camping, like
Right.
a
Oh,
percolator
yeah.
or a French press.
Like
so it
cowboy coffee?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it just kind
Yeah.
of, I don't know, like when I'm drinking French press, I'm usually like camping or doing something outdoorsy.
Okay.
So to me, it tastes better, maybe because
So it kind of makes you feel in the mood, certain moods. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel when I'm drinking the macchiato caramel thing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It puts him in a nice
the
mood.
cold, the hot one doesn't do it for me, but the iced coffee is like, man, this is just like.
You need to
awesome.
drink one every day then.
Well,
to start your
I
day.
actually do, and when we go out of town where we can get one,
Yeah.
it's like I get a large, but it doesn't last but like 5 minutes.
So speaking, like, what are your hours and days and that type of thing?
So we are open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 3:30.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday, 7:30 to 6.
Oh wow! All right.
And typically when they do like music on the square, we'll stay open later.
Which
till
is
8 or
happening
9.
this
Tomorrow.
week. Tomorrow,
Yeah,
as a matter of fact. So.
All right.
So they'll be open. Go try them out.
Now, where are you located in the mall?
So right when you walk in, we are the first store on the right.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
right there.
Easy
Quick in, quick
access.
out.
You'll see our glass windows there and our little neon sign.
Now, have you been there for a while, or how long have you been in the
Since
Merchant
May
Mall?
2nd.
May 2nd's when we
Okay.
opened.
Okay.
All right.
We're pretty
Well,
new.
That's awesome. Go try them out
Yeah.
and get you some good coffee and custom made, however you want
Press
it.
French-
Sounds like. Do you
pre-
do sugar free?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We
Okay.
actually just expanded our sugar-free flavors because we have a lot of sugar-free customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of our biggest customers, Angie, she's like, I am so thankful that you guys are here because you go for sugar-free, they have 2 options usually.
Right. It's not
Vanilla
as
and
berry.
hazelnut.
Right.
So we got fruit flavors,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
like peach and cherry.
If I came in and said, "Hey, I want something that's not," never mind. I'll ask you after.
Yeah.
I don't need to take time
Well,
right now.
no, you'd ask people
Well,
at home may want
because
to know.
because I've done the foo coffee, and I like it, but it's too sweet. Most of the time, it is way too sweet for me, and I do sugar free. And I have a friend that is a barista, but anyway, he figured out how to kind of make that not such a thing. But like if I walked in and said, I don't want it to taste as sweet as they do, but I want sugar free as much as possible, you could hook me up.
Absolutely.
There you go. That was my question.
What about protein drinks? Do
Yeah, do
you
you put-
offer that or plan
We
to
are
do-
going to start doing protein coffees.
That
and
seems to be a thing.
We're going to be doing it in
Yeah.
the smoothies too.
in the smoothies? Okay.
Wow,
So
okay.
you're doing smoothies now. Okay.
And they're made with real fruit, and we're gonna have like plant-based options smoothies.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Oh.
we're gonna have like whey protein if you.
Yeah.
Do them
whey
For
is
people that
protein.
have little problems with non-dairy.
You can have a
stuff.
big plethora of a selection.
Sound like a great place. And,
Yeah, it does.
And what a great place to do it is on the square.
Yeah.
You know, get a coffee and sit on the courtyard or
Yeah.
sit out and look out the
I'm
window.
sure you have
and-
a little place to sit there within the Commerce Mall as well. So
We actually have quite a bit of seating in the mall.
okay.
The
Well,
coffee shop
usually-
itself is a little tiny.
Well, right now they have the was it Alice in Wonderland event they're doing there, or the mythical fantasy event.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
saw
that's
something.
taking up some of the space right now.
Okay. But it's gorgeous weather. You can go outside if you want
Exactly.
to. Whatever.
It is. It's so nice.
Well, I'm glad to know that y'all are here
Yeah.
and that you're, what you offer, and y'all, we're inviting you
Yeah.
to go.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in. And if you're interested about what we're talking about, if you just tuned in, go down to the Harrison Square on the west side of the Harrison Square at the Commerce Mall. It says Commerce Mall above the building.
The old
it's a
Monkey
huge
Ward
sign.
building.
Go in, and the first establishment on the right is Buffalo River Coffee. Go in there and get a smoothie or a a French press or whatever all that foo stuff. They got it there.
We'll walk you through.
Yeah,
I was going to say, it can get
Yeah.
overwhelming if you don't do it a lot.
And if you want something specific, just ask BreAnne or Jake, and they can probably
they'll customize.
Whip it up for you.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thank you.
And we may ask you to come back at some point and update us on
If
on
you
the
don't bring
progress of your
coffee, I'm not
business.
letting you back in the studio.
We learned our lesson. We'll come prepared.
Just kidding.
All
Bring
right.
the carafe.
We'll be right back, guys. Stay with us.
Around the Table on the original KHOC.
And welcome back to Around the Table. That was a good little interview we did with
Wasn't
local
it,
business. I
though?
always love focusing on or spotlighting local business. Because that's how I started out. I started out with nothing.
There you go.
Yeah. And then, I found that bag of $1 million and
And
everything
then here
was okay.
you are, all rich and famous. Look how far you've come.
I wished I would have found that duffel bag of money.
I wouldn't have
Would have
cared
solved a
where
lot of problems
I
in the
wouldn't have cared
beginning.
where it came from, would you?
No, that's money's mine, buddy. I don't know if it fell
Finders,
out of
keepers,
that Brinks.
losers, weepers.
It may have fell out of that Brinks truck where they were on the side of the road with a flat tire, but by golly, it's mine.
It's mine. It's mine now, Dad.
Hey, when Trump got shot in
Yes.
the ear, he put the bandage on there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that bandage has become a sudden fashion trend.
What?
People are starting to wear those things.
Our society is so weird.
Should we do that? Should we have?
No, but our society is weird.
Yeah.
If you want to support the man, there's probably a better way. Whatever. Go ahead.
Well, it says here, you know how the former president, Trump, showed up at the Republican National Convention with that giant square bandage on his ear? Well, now everyone's doing it. At least his political followers are doing it. They're turning up to the convention with huge bandages on
Really?
their right. I'm watching that,
Yeah,
and
have
there's
you
only
seen that?
one guy that is paying homage to
So
that.
none of the other politicians are like doing
I've not
the
seen
same
any of
thing
the
or
no,
anybody.
just one
Okay.
person in the crowd.
Okay.
But anyway, the way I'm reading it here, it says they're coming out with huge bandages on their right ears. It was stated by a delegate named Joe Naglia from Tempe, Arizona. His was homemade out of paper. Some are now bedazzled or made with pictures of the 45th president. They're even starting to sell star-spangled versions outside of the convention.
Okie dokie.
Well, you got to... Hey, this is capitalism. And that's how people do it.
There you go.
So, anyway.
So, I'm a traveler, so I pick out these traveler ones sometimes, and this has not happened to me. I have been able to watch my luggage get onto the on the little conveyor belt,
Right.
especially in
a
quick connection. And I need my stuff in there because
And
it has
you
my
look
dive
for
stuff.
your packet.
And I look for my stuff.
Yeah, you look
I'm going to
for it.
start putting an AirPod. I'm going to get some of those. I can put in my luggage and know exactly where it is. Not that will help, but anyway. So a passenger was looking out the window of a taxiing plane and saw the luggage sitting there on the tarmac. I'd be like, excuse me.
Oh, boy.
There's something. No. A guy in Madrid was waiting for his plane to take off when he noticed the bags were there where the jet had been parked. But by then it was too late to pick him up. Even worse, one of his bags was packed in nearly 5 pounds of cheese that his grandma bought, which
boy.
probably left a disgusting melted mess.
Oh, it probably smelled not very well, too.
Especially if it's that old stinky Veet cheese, whatever that's called.
Limburger?
Yeah, Limburger.
There was a Florida man who jumped in the ocean to avoid giving his girlfriend a cell phone password. Do you think he's been doing something nefarious?
Do you think he has something to hide?
For today's episode of Florida Man, this guy jumped off a boat into the ocean to avoid giving his girlfriend his cell phone password.
Ooh.
His boat had some code violations. When the police boarded, they found out that that there was a warrant for his arrest. His girlfriend asked for his cell phone password so she could call his boss. Instead, he jumped in the ocean and swam away. He was arrested when he got back to shore.
Wow. All right. And this is not on the same note, but we are talking about the ocean, and a fisherman, he was on a fishing trip and was almost impaled by in the neck by a massive blue marlin. Now, those are the things with the real pointy, right?
Yeah.
Pointy thingies.
Swordfish.
Yeah. And it was caught on video. The boat was in the Gulf of Mexico on Monday when it happened, and the marlin flew into the boat, and its spear-like snout just missed the guy's jugular. The boat company said on social media that it was a close call, but nobody was hurt. My son caught one of those in the ocean.
Oh, really?
I have a picture of
That's
it somewhere.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they caught sharks.
I know people they mount those.
Yeah.
Can you eat those things?
You probably
Marlin? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had caught a bunch of red snapper. I mean, we went on a fishing doohickey.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I was the only one at the time that would have even remotely eaten the fish.
Mm-hmm.
So we told the fishermen, the company, here, you take them. You do something with them, whatever. Give them to them. I don't care.
Oh,
so.
Okay.
But anyway.
There's been a big uproar about the Supreme Court making decisions that certain people don't like.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way it is. There's there's 9 Supreme Court justices, and I think there's more conservative views than the other. And over time, since we've been a republic, that the Supreme Court has either had more or less of one party than the other.
Right.
So nobody's decision is happy with it.
Right.
No one's happy with it.
Right.
Anyway, the White House is considering term limits for Supreme Court justices. And it says they can't be fired, and they can stay on until either they quit or they die, as the way it is set out now. But that may be about to change now that there's word the White House is considering backing term limits for the highest court in the land, as well as a code of ethics like other American judges have to abide by, and that would keep them from, accepting lavish vacations and from billionaires and having inside stock trader information. And you see a lot of that. Yeah. You have seen some of that.
Yeah.
And it's not only the Supreme Court justices, but it's also some people in the Senate and the House of Representatives. Yeah.
They are above the law, you think, but they're not above the law.
My personal opinion is you get a meager salary and that's it. And you can't take any money from anybody for anything.
It's a job.
When you're done, then you can go about your business. But you're working for the people. This is a government based on we the people.
But we're greedy. Greed gets a lot of people in trouble.
Yeah, well, that does.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so there's that. A new report. It looks like houses are starting to get smaller. That's the headline. A new report on architecture says that new homes will start to shrink in the coming years, mainly due to the rising price per square foot. In 2023, about 25% of floor plans by architects were downsized to save money. So what's the first thing to go? The report says that hallways are likely to be eliminated.
What?
Well, I suppose it's more like a big great
open?
Room.
Just a big room.
Yeah.
Cut out some of the inside
walls.
And
I don't know about bedroom. You could do, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm there you go.
Everybody's cutting expenses on
they have to.
House building. Yeah.
They have to. You can't afford to.
It's yeah.
Hello?
Don't get me started.
No kidding.
I know some of the costs. It's not cheap.
No, it isn't.
Okay. I think we're in for a little break, don't you?
Well, let's do her.
Let's do a break. I am ready for a break. Oh, okay. We finished with the break? Oh, no, we haven't started the break. Okay. Well, you're listening to Around the Table with Dan and Ann right here on the original KHOZ 900 AM and 94.9 FM. And also, you can watch us on K26 Hometown Television on many of the cable systems that you're connected to in the area. Find the channel. I don't know them all. And also you can follow us on Facebook and also YouTube. Watch us there. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table. We are counting down to our final minutes of the show today, and I'm kind of tearing up over it.
No, you're not. I do have a lane closure to... what? I'm just getting to business.
Shut up and sit down. Be quiet.
Well, I'm done with that already. Can you tell?
Well, I just got put in my place, that's for sure.
I didn't even let that one get off the ground.
And that was my best attempt.
Y'all. Oh, it's like nuts over here. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, so South Maple between West Nicholson and West South Avenue will be closed today from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. for gas line replacement. So just be mindful of that if you're trying to travel in that direction. I don't know what Plan B is, but you will find out when you get there.
There's plenty of side streets you can move around.
Something else I wanted to, Storm Track 360. We had them on here. Right. We watch them during storms. And they had to block over 30 people on their page for hateful comments. And had over 300 people unfollow our page over a post that they did on "We do not welcome people who support or approve of the attempted assassination of President Trump."
Gosh.
I know. I was just like, really? Really?
I have a hard time
wrapping
my head around the logic of wanting to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Or it failed, or you should have shot better.
You know, and they're probably spouting off. I mean, a lot of them are probably just spouting, but that's not something to joke about, in
I
my
think
opinion.
You need to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I found that interesting because we kind of... We appreciate Storm Track 360.
Yeah, we do.
For sure.
That's not the venue to do that in. Really.
No, it's
go
not.
somewhere else.
Hey.
Yes.
So Uber is offering free rides down the River Seine during the Olympics. You can Uber.
That's in Paris.
That's in Paris. Yeah, the first week of cruises sold out very fast, but Uber will offer more during the summer games. The company has just started doing water transports through France and other European countries. Mm-hmm. Now, with that being said about the River Seine, the Paris mayor finally made good on a promise to take a dip in the poop-filled Seine River.
He's the poop diver.
Here, her wetsuit and goggles probably didn't do much to comfort Olympians into thinking that the water's any safer. Paris spent more than $1 billion to detour sewage away from the river, but it is still testing so high for bacteria that the triathlon will probably have to be moved out of Paris. So there you go.
Oh, boy.
Don't take a dip in the Seine. Never. Anyway, timely with the whole Olympics coming up.
Okay. Let's see. Popsicles are the dumb new trend.
Dumb?
Fancy popsicles are the dumb new trend is what I'm seeing here. So now fancy, expensive popsicles seem to be the hot new summer trend. They're exploding in places like New York, where they've become part of a $195 tasting menu. There's one that's $11 and molded into looking like a barbecued corn on the cob. There are boozy versions, too, served in a fancy whiskey glass to ensure your Instagram blows up.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
And also, you remember Beanie Babies?
Yeah, I remember those.
Okay, the guy who invented them thinks he just created the next best thing. It's a plush ball that can bounce as high as 50 feet. Ty Warner says his new Beanie Bouncer will hit stores next month and will be unlike any toy that's ever been made. It supposedly contains a secret core that makes it super bouncy. So we'll see if that, Beanie Babies did very well for a while there.
For a while.
We'll
and
see
you can
what
still
happens
get them,
here.
but they're not worth much now.
Yeah. Do you know what today is?
I do.
Really?
But I want to mention this first.
Okay.
About some ice cream.
Yes, please.
You know, the most expensive ice cream in America, if you plan to visit Philadelphia this summer, bring your own ice cream. A new study has found out that the average scoop in Philadelphia cost $5.35, making it the most expensive ice cream in America. That means that a family of four got 2 scoops each. It would come to over $43. New York City has the second most expensive ice cream, while the Midwest had the cheapest ice cream. Sandusky, Ohio, was the most affordable at $3.50 a scoop. And you know where?
But you know what?
Some of the best ice cream you can get right here in Harrison, Arkansas, is right there at Parrot Ice Cream. So if you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Parrot Ice Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. They have over 20 flavors, including non-dairy, vegan flavors that are always homemade and delicious. Located on North Main Street next to Merchandise Outlet. You're on your way to paradise when you go there.
It's Nelson Mandela Day, National Sour Candy Day, National Caviar Day, World Listening Day, and start of the British Open Golf Tournament. There's your to-date is.
All right. Well, we hope you had a good day with us. It only lasted an hour, so you can exhale now and go on about your business.
Yes, I can relax.
Of course, we're going to do this one more day tomorrow, and I hope you're going to be here with us.
Stay tuned. We'll catch you up on some local events that'll be happening.
Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.